Okay, so when do you find out that you come back as Hilo? What was that conversation?
So that's a great story. So go down to my first pilot season. Candace and I, Canadian kids, we're going to go down. We're going to do the pilot season.
So you're going down after the miniseries.
After the
miniseries. At this point, you guys are like, we don't have contracts. Canadian actors at that point also didn't get contracts on shows.
They didn't get them. This Battlestar, and I say this all the time, was one of the first shows where LA and a lot of the attitudes they had towards Canadian actors started changing. They're like, oh, wow, there's a lot of talent there. They're capable. We should start respecting them. And so I went down. I finished the season of Cold Squad, which is the Canadian cop show. They didn't know if it was going to come back. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do pilot season. Went down. Candace McClure and I roomed together. We got a little place. And my new manager at the time was sending me out for so many effing auditions, too many.
Oh my God, it was crazy,
and it was the worst. The stress, I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't memorize the lines. And I kept saying to him, this is too much. I can't do 3 auditions a day. I can't even do 2. It's too much.
Pilot season, man.
Pilot season. This is back in the day, like we're using MapQuest.
And your MapQuest, you've got your Thomas guide.
Yeah.
And you're changing one character in your car, you're 14. The next character, you're a 25-year-old stripper.
You're losing pages. Oh my God, Katee, hell, right? It was really challenging back then. I'm this little Canadian boy down in LA for my first time. I'm like, sorry. And traffic people are like, oh. I had soccer. I've never been lipped off so badly in LA in my life than in Los Angeles. I had soccer moms say things to me that I should seek therapy for because I still have dreams about it. Like, tear me a strip for cutting them off.
The driving, it definitely puts hair on your chest.
Oh my God. And you're trying to memorize and you're like missing exits. And I'm new to LA, so I don't have to lay the land. I've got a good sense of direction, but not going to auditions.
Not LA.
MapQuest, wrong auditions, calling, stressing out. Anyway, it was hell. And I had a few got auditions, but I had a terrible week, Katee. And my manager he was doing too much. And I remember saying to him, I'm like, what's happening here is I'm just doing terrible work across the board. This is going to affect how they see me. We have to, I was so much, even talking about it gives me anxiety. I'm like, I'm a way better actor than this, but you're putting me out in a way that's people are going to think I'm a terrible actor because I can't memorize this. Yeah. There's not enough time. But he was of the mindset, you just got to go and you just got to do it and just use the pages. And I'm like, fuck off, use the pages. This is so stressful, man. This is already high pressure stuff. Like you're talking the games, going in the room and everyone's there. And you're like, oh my God. Like I remember a few times walking into an audition in LA and going, oh, wow, this is 15 of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life. Like literally, like I've never seen so many beautiful people.
Like auditions am I in the right place? And shit.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh my God, I am not a spelling girl.
It tripped me out because it's Los Angeles. I just never seen it before. I was like, this is wild. So the nerves.
Like, I'd fuck him.
Literally, right? Like, God, that's a beautiful man. I'm like, I'm really uncomfortable. I think I've got to leave, you know? So I had a terrible week, Katee, like maybe a couple weeks. It was horrible. And I was like, I actually don't think I can do this. I can't handle the pressure. I don't think I'm a good actor. I think I've faked it to get this far, but I'm not cut out for this.
Oh yeah.
Because the stress was too much. And I was like, I don't think I can do this. Like I was really having doubts. I was super depressed. And out of nowhere, my manager is like, hey, Ron Moore wants to talk to you. And I was like, what? He's like, Ron Moore wants to talk to you. And I was like, okay, did he say what? What about it? He goes, no, he didn't share it with me. He wants to talk to you specifically. And I'm like, okay, yes, let's make that happen, like right now. Got on the phone with Ron. Ron's like, hey, so listen, I've got this idea. Just so you know, Tahmoh, the test audiences, the way they responded to Hilo's story in that last scene and everything in the miniseries, he goes, Tahmoh, it was overwhelming. Every one of them, they want you back. Everybody wants you. And I was like, I'm getting excited. Well, I'm like, oh, Ron, that's really great. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, don't get excited. Just play the school. I'm like, and he's like, so like, would you consider, because we've got this idea that there could be a C storyline where Hilo's still on the planet. He's still on Caprica running around trying to survive and he's being hunted down by the Cylons. And he's like, would you consider that? Like, would you think about coming back? I'm like, how would that sound to you? And I was like, oh my fucking God. Is he actually asking me like I'm like, yeah, Ron, I don't know. Like, I'd have to think about it. I just started laughing. I'm like, Ron, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Of course I'd be into that. Like, please, I would love to work with you guys again. I haven't stopped thinking about this character. This character is without a doubt the best character I've ever played in my short career. It's been amazing. And everyone I worked with was amazing. And Ron was like, okay, we don't have a lot of money. I'm going to try and work this out. He was already saying, your manager's a hard ass, but we're going to try and make this work. And, the rest is done. We worked it out.
What's crazy too, though, Tahmoh, is that the groundwork that Reimer did, adding you into scenes.
100%. 100%.
It gave Starbuck, which ultimately ended up being that storyline.
Yeah.
It gave Starbuck a relationship with you already on camera
100%.
where she was like, no, that's my boy. I'm going back.
Yeah.
Like if there's people on that planet, we're going back.
Yeah. There was incentive. There was reason in the storyline to come back.
Yeah.
And it made it so interesting. I don't think Battlestar would have been as successful, truthfully, if we didn't have that storyline arc, if you didn't go back, if we didn't do all that stuff on Caprica.
Well, had we not gone back, you wouldn't have been there. Fucking Truco wouldn't have been there.
Exactly. So many characters.
I mean,
so much of the story would have unraveled.
So much of the story.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole also dynamic. I mean, it gave Sharon a massive storyline as well, which she already had one, but it gave her that love that you added in, which was then all of a sudden we're feeling emotional and this confliction for Cylons, who we've seen
as the enemy
have love.
Yeah.
And then you've got your like Starbuck, who's like, like Starbuck and Apollo are obviously going to end up together.
Yeah.
And then you throw this guy in the mix and she's like, something happened to her on that planet with Anders where she can't explain it.
Yeah.
And, Lee may have been her soulmate, but that was the love of her life.
Yeah.
Like it's two very different things.
Yeah.
And none of those characters would have existed had we not had that storyline. Fuck, we wouldn't have had the mandala. We wouldn't have this stuff with Leoben.
No, it's so true.
And Starbuck.
Yeah. And could you imagine like without that, like, no, we'll just remove that aspect, these integral aspects of the story. It wouldn't have been the same thing. It wouldn't have succeeded.